Hey everybody, I'm Ralph Meranto, Artistic Director of CenterStage, and we are here with the cast and author of Division Street, opening our world premiere, opening this November here at CenterStage. Jason Odell Williams, back in town.
Yes.
After having been here for our
3 years
premiere 3 years ago at Church and State. And our cast, Scott Adams, Esther Winter, and David Andreano. And we're here to talk about the show.
Well, what I love about your writing is how you take these serious subjects and then bring these real characters, real life to it, and a lot of humor to it. And I think that's what makes audiences really connect.
Yeah. I guess about a serious topic on paper, but I think especially with these three great actors and the sort of the silliness to me of the situation, you can't help but have them be funny and then hopefully very sweet too.
And talk a little about where the idea for the play came from.
Well, the play started actually as a completely different play. It was the couple and his parents, and we did readings, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And kind of kept working on it. It was really more about a father and son relationship, and then you did a reading for a small group of people, and you said, you know what, everyone was really interested in the couple, the young couples, their interracial dynamics and their sort of Hollywood couple dynamics. They're both actors trying to make it, and everyone was interested in that, and I thought, oh, okay, so we literally threw out two major characters, added a brand new character, and kind of turned the play on its heels and kind of focused on what was most, it was maybe like 10% of the last play, like what's really interesting here, let's get to that. And then over 2 years, you really helped me develop it and make it about something real and big, and then finding sort of the heart and humor in it as well. So the idea was, I threw something out on paper, and you were like, I like 2% of it. Yeah. Let's focus on that. And then it's like, great, that's a directive. And then you focus on that. And then I invented Trey, and then I think you were like, oh, that's it. You figured it out.
Yeah,
so then we sort of were off to the races once that happened.
And what was interesting, once we made that choice to go in that direction, like so many things that were happening in the real world, so many things that were happening out there in Hollywood, Black Lives Matter, all of a sudden those things started to be like, yeah, no wonder this play makes sense because we're reflecting what's happening out there and what people are talking about and not talking about.
All of a sudden, everything on the news, we would like email each other, be like, "Oh, did you see that thing? Oh, the guy said something that Dave says in the play, that Robbie says in the play." And it did feel like it was kind of everywhere all at once. So I feel like it's very current. And I don't like Church and State. I don't think it's going to get uncurrent anytime soon.
And of course, what's fun about, of course, Esther was also in Church and State here when we did the premiere, and that's literally why you wrote the character as an African American, was so that we would have this role that Esther and many other African American women out there, there's not a lot of roles for them. So this decision of having you play this role of a Jewish campaign manager in Church and State led to you playing this role in this play, and that's like, this play wouldn't exist without you, Esther, right? You're responsible.
Oh, what an honor. Thank you.
It's your pressure.
No pressure
Big pressure.
there, right? No, I can't, I don't think I'll ever have a role like this again. So it's a dream to talk, to say her words, and to be Mia every night. I cannot wait for people to see this.
Can I say, she's really good?
You can say yes.
Thank you.
So we did Church and State, and I know Esther's a great actress, and she played that part beautifully. And she played that part, and then to see her do this, I was like, oh, it just fits her even better. Like, it's really her. And there were so many, it was amazing to see today, just at a run through. I was like, oh, wow. The depth that she has that I didn't give her a chance to even do in Church and State because part wasn't as called for that. So that's been great. That's been really fun.
But you were writing it, so you were writing for her in mind.
Well, so the very first draft, it was like, I'm going to have this, and it was really about a father and a son, and I was like, well, he should be married. And I was like, I knew I was writing it for Ralph, and I was like, well, Esther's good, so I'll have the guy be married to Esther. And I was like, well, so then now she's black, because she is. And I thought, oh, maybe that'll be cool to like talk about it a little bit in the play. So it was really just a coincidental thing that I wanted. I was like, I have Esther, I will put her there. Oh, and now that she is this person, maybe they'll talk about it a little bit. But that wasn't the focus of the play. And then everyone thought, no, that should be your play. And so then we're like, oh, well, okay.
Can you imagine it any other way now?
No.
No.
And the character of Trey, which did not exist, is, I'm so glad that we didn't do that old version because he's so fun to write. And it just gives them way more to play off of, both Robbie and...
So fun to watch you.
I think it's
to give
something
them something
that the audience will, that they've they might know some. I was saying to these guys before earlier, like people who grew up in a certain of a certain era know a guy like Trey, but they haven't seen him on stage in a little while.
That's true.
I haven't certainly, and so I think it's going to be
and
fun and challenging.
And I think not. I don't think I've ever seen a character like him who's not always the butt of the joke.
Right. You see him in a real
Yeah,
stereotyped way, but
Right.
you don't see him in
The
an
Jamie
honest,
Kennedy
real way.
character.
Yeah.
From,
Yeah.
You see him in skits.
Yeah,
You see
and
him
he's definitely the butt of some jokes here, but I think it's not because of how he acts. I think it's just because.
No, I think he's over the top, but I do believe, and he's authentic in what he believes in. I think it's not as authentic as we were talking about, like how Eminem really grew, because he grew up in a middle class, upper middle class environment. There is a front he's putting on.
You did.
And then, of course, David's been part of the script from the original reading as well. Even
been a pleasure.
All different incarnations of the script.
Yeah, absolutely. We started this, like you said, maybe a year and a half ago.
Almost 2 years from the first.
Yeah, and it's really been a pleasure just seeing these characters evolve and seeing the play evolve. It is a completely different show from what we started with, and I'm just enjoying being part of this process and getting to play alongside Esther and Scott. I've played with Scott before, but not with Esther, and
It's been
this is
great.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
time.
think there must have been a natural chemistry that Esther and David had in that first thing, and that's also what people were attracted to. Because I saw it again here today in the run through. It's just like it's maybe you guys didn't do a play together before.
Yeah, it's hard. It seems weird
Because you
to me
guys
that
are
you
so
did not.
comfortable with each other. They look so sweet whenever you guys are
I
physical.
guess you did a
It's
play with
just
her,
natural.
with John. Maybe that's maybe it seems like
Yeah,
it's a
no,
very natural
we've known
chemistry.
each other, but kind of on the outskirts.
Right.
Yeah, so this is the first time we've ever.
And we
worked
did
together,
bring in Jace Smiter-Crosby, who is our intimacy director.
Which was
And
fantastic.
Jace did some workshops with them to help them
Yeah.
learn how to get physical with each
That
other.
changed
Yeah, it was- it
everything.
really did
It
change
changed,
everything.
it changed everything. When
And
we
it
were
is.
able to work with him and to just have this safe, we created this safe environment that actually made it easier for us to be more physical with each other and not worry about, is this okay?
She
It was
wouldn't come
like-
near me before.
I didn't.
Now she nuzzles
wouldn't
up.
even- I wouldn't look at it. Wouldn't even look at it before.
That's really interesting.
But I do that with
What's
all
up
of
on
our
that?
shows
Yeah.
now, is that we bring in Jace, who is our intimacy director, who just helps everybody get comfortable with each other, and he really just works through the process, with everything from how do they make the kiss work to just how do they physically interact with each other.
Did you have to get that with Trey and Robin too? They did an intimacy.
We invented our own
Well,
tap.
First of all, they left me out. They always leave me
Yeah,
out of
we
the
have a
intimacy
special-
thing, and
yeah.
they right in front of
But
me.
the two of you had combat.
And we had
did
the
Yeah.
stage combat guy come in, Jay Simmons
Jay
came in.
Simmons came
And
in.
what I just love about the piece is that I think in the world people are hesitant to talk about race, and people are uncomfortable going there. And I think this play then puts those conversations on the stage in a really interesting and beautiful and touching and funny way that makes people say, it's okay to talk about these things if you talk about them with the right respect.
Right.
And even they, as a interracial couple, have been avoiding these topics, and the drama of the situation makes them have to face it and talk about these things. And I think that's something that can all just be healthier for everybody.
Yeah, I think it brings it up. I think hopefully in a, I don't know if this is the right word, not an aggressive way, because there can be you can have a play about race that's like aggressive, and people just be like, I don't want to deal with that. But I feel like this brings you in so nicely. You like these people right away, and then play evolves, and you think, oh, maybe I should have those conversations with other people I know. So maybe people will leave talking about stuff. And
It's not preachy, and it's not.
Yeah.
It is funny. That's the thing. There's a lot. Sometimes plays and movies about race tend to be, maybe necessarily so, heavy. They have to be heavy.
Yeah.
So what's that like? And we've been working on the show for a couple years now, and we've had some Skype readings, and we've
Yeah.
had some phone conversations. You've had readings of the play with other actors in New York, but you got to see it today for the very first time on stage, fully fleshed out with characters off book. What was that like?
It was awesome. It was amazing. I mean, I told all of them personally, separately, when we just had our break, that I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'd seen you guys do a reading on Skype 2 weeks ago. No, it was like a month ago.
We hadn't even started rehearsals.
And so I knew like the play was in good hands. Like it was just like, oh, these are all great, perfectly cast actors. So, and I know you're great, so I wasn't worried. But then you still never know what you're gonna get. And then just to see them up on their feet, the physical things they do, the extra little moments that you've added that they found was really just just a joy, and I was just smiling like a little kid half the time. I said to them, I was like, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm gonna be really serious the whole time. And then by like
I did.
page 30,
Thank you. We heard you. We heard you.
it was great. I loved it. I'm really excited to. We're gonna do a little bit more after this, and then I can't wait to see it on opening.
More work. We'll send you back to New York.
Get away, writer. Let us do
And
it.
you're coming back.
And then we'll see Jason back here on opening night, and from opening Sunday, he'll do a talk back after with the audience. So if you want to hear more from Jason about the play, come and see it on opening weekend, and we'll see you all at Division Street.